Alright, so I just spent the last 3 weeks going through a bunch of bullshit to try to get down here to help Ray Ray how she asked. I made it down here to help her how she asked. So, the problem is she's a severe alcoholic, and that's not easy to deal with. She's also physically abusive, that's not easy to deal with. But, like I keep saying, people don't bully and fucking victimize people that are bigger than them. They don't victimize the people who victimize them. They go after the people that they think they can get away with victimizing. When Rayanna's drunk, yeah, them girls are a lot easier target to go after than I am. Now, Miranda, she's the busybody next door. She's an alcoholic too, and a heroin addict. Now, she bought the supplies that Rayanna was supposed to buy. Rayanna was just way too fucking drunk to do anything or go anywhere. I mean, seriously, the withdrawals that Rayanna's going through are the same withdrawals that I went through when I quit drinking. It's heroin withdrawals from alcohol. Imagine that. I was 21 when I quit drinking. I drank an entire 175 of tequila. I'd never been a tequila drinker. I always drank vodka. Well, that tequila didn't agree with me, and I stopped drinking. I went to one fucking meeting, listened to them fucking wine tits for maybe 30 minutes and left. Holy fuck, I'm not listening to this fucking shit. Between drowning out my sorrows and bitching and actually doing something, I'm gonna actually fucking do something. I'm gonna actually do something. See, if you are complaining without doing something, you're just bitching. If you're complaining and are actually doing something, you're being proactive. You're putting your actions where your mouth is. So yesterday, like literally, I just spent the last week picking up after basically 3 children. Alcoholics have the minds of children. Shannon Alvarado, during the daytime, she's sober. She's a grown ass adult. She's not ADHD like she claims, or OCD, or whatever it is. She gets that way when she's drunk, just like Rihanna. But Rihanna's different. See, Shannon takes abuse, physical abuse, every day from her daughter. So Shannon is used to taking it. She doesn't dish out any physical punishment. Sometimes she'll grab her daughter's arms when she's pulling her hair, but she's grabbing her arms not to hurt her, not to harm her, but to prevent her daughter from harming Shannon. It's different because Shannon is not a physical abuser. She's an emotional abuser, but only when she's drunk. When she is sober, she is the most fun person to be around. That's not a joke. Same thing with Rihanna. Problem is that she's drunk all the time. Now, she set down some ground rules. And as far as instituting those ground rules, and as far as following through with those ground rules, I'm the one who stuck with it. So, when the girls are hitting each other, I separate them. Are you supposed to just let them beat on each other? So, Ray Ray yesterday, she apologized. She said, "I'm sorry, Sean. I'm completely drunk. I was completely drunk, and I really am sorry." Like, she literally apologized for like 6 hours yesterday. I didn't need a 6 hour apology. Now, as far as the girls go, they're extremely disrespectful. They're disrespectful to Rihanna. They're disrespectful to me. And the neighbor lady, she's a busybody. So that's very difficult to deal with. She's also a man hater. That's difficult to deal with. Her husband, I can tell he's a fun guy. He just doesn't want to talk in front of her, and she talks non-stop. Miranda is a different character. Basically, she just wants to phase me out. The window is 10, 15 feet from where she hangs out all day. She listens to our conversations all day long. And then she wants to cut in and butt in. She comes over and she talks trash to me about Rihanna when Rihanna's not there. She talks trash to the kids about us. She talks trash to us about the kids. I mean, seriously. This is not easy for me to deal with, having two alcoholics that I'm dealing with, and two grown fucking adults who are like that, who are, what, they're gonna raise kids. They're gonna raise these kids on beatings. I mean, not only is Ray Ray hitting them, but Miranda is promoting it. Now, the girls and I, when it's just me and the girls, those girls act extremely well. They are well behaved because they know I'm not going to take their shit. But they also know that when Miranda's there, well, they don't have to do shit because they'll just run to Miranda. Same thing they do with Ray Ray. Now, the other day, when Ray Ray decided that she was going to hit Danny, that was a major issue. She got onto the bed so that the young woman couldn't get off of the bed and was telling her that she needed to get out of the camper. She can't get out of the camper. She's got to roll out of this little zipper. Meanwhile, this young woman is, well, she's used to bullying people. She's one of the worst bullies I've met as far as 10-year-olds go. And 10-year-olds are fucking mean. Now, don't get me wrong, there's well behaved 10-year-olds. There's a lot of them. Jenny Frerich's a very well behaved 10-year-old. She's not 10 anymore, though. Her brother Tyler, very well behaved. Donnie, very well behaved. And yeah, they all screw up. Everybody fucking screws up. But with them, they're good enough kids that when they screw up, I mean, what am I going to do? Throw it in their faces for the rest of their lives? No, but that's how I get treated. So yesterday, Brianna invites me back to the camper. And I get there, and the whole fucking place, I literally just cleaned the whole thing the day before. I mean, it's not immaculate, but it's pretty fucking close. And I'm the one who fixed the sewer. So I get there, and clothes everywhere. Yesterday, I let the girls know that they can't be changing their clothes 6 times a day and just throwing their clothes on the floor. Ray Ray has been bitching at me about that so much. I'm like, well, I'll clean it up. No, that's the girl's responsibility. All right. If I pick them up, I get screamed at. If I leave it there, she's like, well, it's a fucking trash pit. I need some help with this place. So I pick it up. That's the girl's responsibility. Then stop bitching at me and start bitching at them about it. She was going to help me out. And all 3 times, she didn't. She didn't keep her word. In Cheyenne, I understand she couldn't. Here, it's different. So she's telling me that she's going to go to the clinic on Monday. She's going to go to the clinic on Monday. She's going to go to the clinic on Monday. Cool. She's like, do you want to drive me there? I said, yeah. Just like the other day when she asked me if I could drive her to the clinic. Yes, I'm ready to go. And I told her I was ready to go. She said she needed just a minute. Well, we ended up having to go get the girls, of course, from school, and then we were going to go after that. Now, Ray Ray was at work, and it was Thursday. The kids get off a lot earlier on Friday. And, well, Miranda came over, drunk as a fucking skunk, talking nonstop, fucking basically creating a fucking shit ton of drama we don't fucking need. And she does this daily, by the way. I'm like, I literally cannot handle this. These children are unruly. They need to be supervised. Rihanna doesn't want to do anything with the kids, though, because she's always drunk. We finally went down to Saratoga Springs last week. The girls were really not wanting to go, but once we got there, they had fun. But the thing is that they need to learn that we're the ones that they have to live with. They can't go running to the drunk next door for fucking sugar and candy and fucking soda pop every time that they don't get what they want. They don't get to just walk out the door and go wherever they want without letting us know where they are. All right, this is a 10-year-old girl and an 11-year-old girl. We're in a trailer park. And we explain that to those girls daily. But they want to hit each other and throw shit at each other. Yesterday, I got fucking fed up with that shit. I really did. I'm like, hey, you need to pick up your clothes. Sorry, day before yesterday. You need to pick up your clothes. You need to stop throwing them on the floor. Stop changing your outfit 6 times a day. We're in a small camper. The whole floor is covered. Matter of fact, I took a picture of it. And of course, Rihanna, drunk as a skunk, passes out pretty close to immediately. And she wakes up later on and she wants me to cuddle with her. Now, I gotta explain something to you. Rihanna is such a bad alcoholic that she has pissed the bed 4 times since I've been here. I don't want to sleep with her. She's gonna piss on me. The girls know that she pisses the bed. So every time she's telling them, hey, you need to behave, they're like, well, you pee the bed. You're a baby. Now, me, I do what it is that an adult is supposed to do in that situation. I back Ray Ray up. I'm like, hey, you know what? Her peeing the bed has nothing to do with you going out there and being unsafe, with you not telling us where you're going, with you throwing tantrums, and then you come over and you play victim. Now, don't get me wrong, Rihanna has victimized those children. She really has. She smacked them when they didn't need to be smacked. She has instigated a problem where there didn't need to be one so that she could do that. When she smacked that little girl day before yesterday, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, fuck, I don't know. When she slapped that girl, I knew she was going to slap her. Her sister knew that Ray Ray was going to slap her. She knew that Ray Ray was going to slap her. We all knew that it was coming. And Ray Ray wouldn't get out from in front of her so that she could get out of the camper like Ray Ray was asking. She smacked that girl for not getting out of the camper because Ray Ray was in the way. But there's a little zipper on the outside of the camper. It's got 2 pop-outs. You pop the pop-outs out. It's not completely tiny. It's still just fucking tiny. I mean, it's right now, I think it's probably the second or third tiniest one in there. It's podunk and it's held together by duct tape. Now, the problem is that this lady next door, everything that I'm supposed to do, she wants to cut in and talk shit about me, and then I'm the bad guy and she gets to play the savior. Meanwhile, all we needed is Ray Ray to get off of her ass and actually do something. She finally got a fucking job. And the agreement was she was going to do the working and I was going to take care of the kids. The problem is I can't take care of the kids if I'm undermined by 2 alcoholics. if they're gonna change the rules every fucking day, like, holy shit, that is not easy for me to deal with. And I do feel like I'm living in a camper with 3 children. So yesterday, Ray asks me back. The place is a fucking shit pit. This morning, first thing I started doing is picking up. I'm tired of getting bitched at and then told I can't do anything about it. The house is a shit pit. I'm tired of not having any help around here. Lady, I'm helping. Everything you asked me to do, I fucking do. I spent 2 days playing video games. You spent an entire week watching that fucking Norman Bates fucking murder bullshit and getting drunk. Meanwhile, I'm sober. I'm doing all of the fucking work. And you're giving the credit to the neighbor lady. The neighbor lady did not hook up the sewer line. The neighbor lady did not hook up the water. I did those things. And I don't know how all of that shit on the camper works. They're all fucking different. And me, I only owned one camper trailer my entire life. I got it from Lanny Ingline. It was dinky as fuck, and it was gutted. Not an easy thing for me to fucking deal with. Yesterday morning, I was going to make pancakes. The girls knew that. Miranda knew that. I was supposed to take them to school. Now, the thing is, if you're a 9 or 10-year-old or 11-year-old, and you've got somebody who tells you, hey, you need to stop eating candy because that's all you eat, or you've got somebody over here who will give you candy and soda pop all day long, which one are you going to go to? So last night, I'm fucking pissed. I mean, I really am. Last night, Ray is telling me, all right, well, I'm going to have a talk with the girls. They do need to treat you with respect, and they need to treat me with respect. The thing is, I go over there for promises that she's not going to fulfill. Just like everyone else who's addicted to something. They're going to use me, and that's it. They're not going to help me the way that they said they would, and then they're going to throw it in my face that they put a roof over my head, food in my belly. With all due respect, if Ray would have come forward 2 years ago, almost now, well over a year and a half ago, I could have gotten an honest day in court. Same thing with Peaches. Same thing with Katie Cahill. Same thing with Jeff Ritter. Lana and Amanda Ingline, too. But the problem is that they want to chastise me. No matter what. I don't get to speak. I'm a bad person when I say, hey, you're not keeping your word. So I'm in a subservient position. Shannon's with an alcoholic, same as here. The difference is that Shannon had somebody else to go off on, her boyfriend. Her boyfriend took all of the shit in that house because he stood up for himself. Just like me standing up for myself here. The girls wanted to pretend like they weren't getting fed. And then the youngest one wanted to pretend like she had a urinary tract infection so that she could get free sugar out of the people at the Cabana house, according to the lady next door. She said, oh, they told everyone. They told everyone. I'm like, they didn't tell me. Oh, they told everyone. No, stop saying they told everyone. They told everyone but me and Rihanna. They have shown no signs of any sort of discomfort. They don't cry when they go to the bathroom. They make laughing fucking jokes through the door. It's a dinky fucking camper. So last night, one of her friends calls, one of Rihanna's friends, and she's talking about how the neighbor's husband hooked up her sewer line. No, he fucking didn't. Stop giving other people credit for the shit that I fucking do. I am sick of that shit. When I was supposed to take Rihanna to the clinic, we didn't take Rihanna to the clinic because we were busy listening to fucking Miranda. And I just have to keep my mouth shut. I'm sick of listening to fucking Miranda come over and talk nonstop like a goddamn tweaker. I'm pretty goddamn sure that she's on meth. Of course, the kids are used to that. Their mom got busted for meth. They didn't know that. Also, child abuse and neglect, which is what Ray Ray is about to be facing. I'm not responsible for those kids. Legally, that's all on her. Also, I don't want to be there. I don't. See, the cops aren't going to take my report about the abuse, but if I'm there and I see it and I don't make a report, then I'm at fault, right? I'm some sort of terrible person, right? I mean, there is literally no way to fucking win in this scenario. I literally need actual help. Somebody who is sober, someone who actually cares, instead of people who are going to blow me off and blow me off and blow me off and blow me off. I mean, literally, I've been bending over backwards to make those people fucking happy. So yesterday, Ray was like, it's like living with 3 kids. You're damn right it is. That's how it is for me. The girls run off. We don't know where they're at. Who goes looking for them? Is it Ray Ray? No, it's me. Where are the girls? They're supposed to be here. They literally just walked out the door 10 seconds ago. They're probably sitting in their chairs pouting. But I'm still going to go outside and take a look because even though half the time they're pouting, the other half they're running amok. So yesterday I took them to this park over here. I guess it's over there now. And it's got a train on it. So we get there, and the first thing the girls do is start picking on 3 little boys. I mean, they're probably between the ages of 4 and maybe 8, 9 at most. And they're all wearing glasses. And the girls are like making fun of them. I'm like, no, you stay away from those boys. You do not get to bully those boys. So the oldest one, she's running around trying to break shit. I'm like, no, we're leaving now. Even after they were told to leave those boys alone, they know that I can't run. So they went and ran over to pick on those boys. Telling one of them boys he looks like Momo. That's not okay. Now, the youngest one, she's the worst about it. She's also the physical abuser. Now, she cries. No matter what anybody says, she cries. She's a terrible, terrible, terrible person for anything that anybody ever does, right? When somebody says, no, you can't, she cries and covers her ears. No, you can't have nothing but soda pop and fucking donuts all day. That's not real food. Plus, you're fucking mean. The more sugar they have, the meaner they are. So today, like, literally, I'm going to have to deal with these girls and their shitty fucking attitude. And they're going to go over to Miranda's, and Miranda's going to do what Miranda does. She's going to talk shit nonstop. Then the girls are going to come back. They're going to treat me like shit, and I'm fucking used to this. That's the thing, is that Miranda is the point in all of this where it went south, where it went completely to hell. Those girls have no structure in their lives. None. They don't have any actual adults in their lives to take care of them. The closest they got is me, and I am in a subservient position. It's not my camper trailer. They're not my kids. I don't have custody. Meanwhile, Rihanna can't drive because she can't stop drinking. Literally, if she is driving, she is drunk. She drove those girls from Cheyenne, Wyoming to Rawlins, Wyoming because she was fucking drunk. And she decided she was going to quit drinking as soon as she got here to Rawlins. She spent 2 days having fucking seizures and fucking shakes and all sorts of shit. I mean, fuck. So then she wants these girls to behave, but she's not going to implement any sort of punishment except screaming at them and hitting them. And even then, she's not going to do it when the kids are doing something wrong. She's doing it because she's fucking drunk and wants to take shit out on somebody because she's feeling insecure. And she's like, the kids don't like you. I'm like, you know what? The kids do like me. What they don't like is the fact that they have consequences when they do wrong. And it's complicated for me because Rihanna's agreeing with all of it. She's the one who's instituting the rules, but she's not following through. You ever train a dog like that? It doesn't work. You have to be consistent. When she's beating on her sister, you just gonna let that happen? Now I understand it's not an easy situation, but at the same time, I listen to Ray Ray every day. Every day I am Ray Ray's therapist. Now she's got Miranda, which is good. She can go over and fucking whine to another alcoholic. When I was supposed to drive Ray Ray down there, I didn't. Miranda did. So basically, even though I'm doing what I was asked, I'm treated like shit because of Miranda. But also, Rihanna's getting treated like shit by the kids because of Miranda. Miranda talks shit about me and Ray Ray to the kids. Then she talks shit about Ray Ray to me. Then she tells the kids that they're actually great and wonderful and tells Ray Ray that she doesn't have a problem with her. Then she tells me she doesn't have a problem with me, but then she's going to Ray Ray and the kids and fucking saying he's this and he's that. Me driving Ray Ray to where she needed to go was something that we were about to do, and she comes over and she keeps on saying, well, if he doesn't want to take you, if he doesn't want to take you. Lady, you just sat outside of our fucking window and listened to our conversation. Don't pull that fucking bullshit. I can see you out the fucking window. So the youngest, after throwing everything on the floor and throwing a tantrum and hitting her sister, I'm pretty pissed off. And I'm letting her know, you need to stop throwing things. Stop throwing things at me. Stop throwing things at your sister. Stop throwing tantrums. You need to stop. And it's difficult for me because I'm being treated like a bad guy. Ray Ray can literally scream at them and hit them and all sorts of fucked up shit because she's drunk. But I'm not allowed to say stop hitting people. Stop throwing things at people. Stop bullying people. And when people defend themselves, stop playing like you're the goddamn victim. I'm sick of cleaning up an entire fucking camper. It's got a house full of fucking clothes in it. I'm tired of cleaning that every day. And that's the thing. It's not just me cleaning it. Ray Ray cleans it too. We are nonstop cleaning up after those girls. Those girls need to clean up their own fucking mess. They are old enough to clean up their own mess. Miss Peaches has a son, all right, who is picking up his own mess at 3 years old. Picking up his own mess and putting it away. If a 3-year-old can do it, a 10-year-old and an 11-year-old can do it. I'm tired of getting hit. And I'm tired of being undermined. I mean, literally, the help that I was supposed to get coming here, I'm not going to get that help. Ray Ray's not going to keep her word. She's too fucking drunk. And now she's got a drinking buddy. One who will tell her whatever it is that she wants to hear. I'm not going to fucking do that. I'm not. I'm not going to take the abuse from those children. That's just not a happening thing. And I'm not going to take the abuse from Ray Ray. That next door neighbor lady should not have been involved at any point in time, but she was involved. Why was she involved? Because the girls kept running out and not saying where they were going. So the neighbor lady, I had invited the girls to come over and draw pictures. So they're like, all right, we'll do that. Well, the neighbor lady hears me saying that and calls them over to paint. That's how it all started with that neighbor lady. So I'm glad that the girls had somebody that they could go paint with. The problem is, everything that I offer to do, this woman wants to cut me out. And literally, I need positive bonding with these children and with Ray Ray in order for that to happen. If I'm only there to implement the consequences, it's a pretty fucked up scenario for me because I'm constantly the bad guy. I'm the bad guy for doing as Ray Ray asks. I'm the bad guy for laying down my foot. I put it down. No, you are not going to hit me. So you know what I did? I picked up a hoodie that was on the floor and I chucked it into a box. What does Danny do? This is the day that I was chastising Miss Danny. What did she do? I'll tell you. She pretended like I threw something hard and hit her with it. It didn't land anywhere near her. She wants to pretend that it hit her. Like, are you fucking kidding me? No, Danny. You do not get to play victim. You do not get to complain after you hit people, actually throw things at them. You do not get to pretend that people are hitting you and throwing things at you. This stuff needs to be picked up, and it needs to be picked up now. If you're not going to clean up your mess, you need to stay in the camper until it's cleaned up. But no, even though that's Ray Ray's rule, that's what she said. No, Ray Ray gets home and she's too fucking drunk. Meanwhile, I had to pour alcohol into a bottle to take down to work for her because she's having the shakes pretty bad and she doesn't want to have a seizure. And then she needs her medication, so I go back to the house and I pick up the medications. And then I go back and I take it to her. But when I get there, well, she's on the side of the road. She can't even walk. So I'm jumping through all these hoops. I'm doing all of the things that Ray Ray is asking me to do. But she's not doing any of the things that she said she would. So last night, after I take the girls to the park, we get back to the place. Ray Ray is already 3 sheets to the wind. She wants me to cuddle with her because she's feeling lonely. So I do. I'm scared shitless she's gonna fucking piss on me. But whatever, right? Keeps telling me she's sorry, she's sorry, she's sorry. She was drunk, she was drunk, she was drunk. I'm like, yeah, but that's the thing, Ray Ray, is the help that I came here for, I'm not getting. The things that I came here to help you with, you're too drunk to do anything except undermine the situation. If I'm going to get treated like the bad guy, fine. I'm used to that. the last 3 years of my life being treated like I'm a bad person. Before that, all these people knew who I was. They knew who I was in person. It doesn't occur to any of them that I've had to do some pretty fucking drastic shit because although they have help, I don't. So Miranda doesn't know Amy, but she wants to talk shit about Amy. Oh, Amy's never coming back for those girls, and so on and so forth, right in front of the girls. Amy is supposed to go to jail, serve out her warrant, and come take care of her children. That's been the plan. The hell that I went through to get here, nobody should have had to go through. The help that I promised, it's obvious I'm not going to get. The fact is, Ray, she didn't know if the situation with Penny and George is the child molesting ex, and Penny is his mother. She didn't know if things were going to go well with them. She was thinking about staying in Laramie because it's closer to Cheyenne and closer to her boys. But she doesn't know anybody there. At least here she knows somebody. So she has a support network here, but I don't. My only support network here is an alcoholic who pisses the bed and can't take care of herself. I make these videos so people can understand. Ray asked me not to make videos. She also told me that every time I make a video, Amanda Engeline calls her to tell her. I already knew that if you go back and look at my videos from back when I was in Cheyenne. I called it. It's not a fucking rocket science. The thing is, all of these people could have come forward and been honest, and they chose not to. Most of them hid behind their children. Don't hide behind your children. You're supposed to be protecting those children. And by allowing our rights to slip away because of a fucking rumor, well, your kids are fucked. And it's all your fault as a parent. Is it my fault that those girls are in that situation? No, it's not. Is it my fault that their parents were selling methamphetamines and mushrooms? No, it's not. So this morning, I drive Ray to work. The girls are supposed to go over to Miranda's for the day. I'm not going to deal with that. I'm not. I'm not going to deal with the way the kids treat myself and Rayanna after they get back from Miranda's with Miranda and all of her shit talking. She comes over and she says, "Oh, I'll tell you straight up how it is." No, the fuck you won't, Miranda. You will come over here and you will fucking kiss my ass and brown nose me like a motherfucker and then go talk shit to Ray. You will brown nose Ray like a motherfucker and then you come over here and talk shit to me about her. Ray's like, "Well, I like her." I'm like, "Of course you fucking like her. She's got her nose up your ass." I also let Ray know that the woman was talking shit about her. Now, what's the difference between me making these videos and what the lady next door is doing? I'm telling the truth. I'm not brown nosing shit. The thing is, I'm here for the situation. So your opinion doesn't fucking matter. Miranda's going to be gone in a month. Ray has a support network, sort of. George isn't going to let her have the camper over there because he's a registered sex offender and those are a 10 and 11-year-old girl. He's not going to allow it. She might have Penny as a support network, and that is, well, better than Miranda by a long shot. But Miranda's a man hater. Everything's a man's fault. Her husband is subservient as fuck. It's difficult. This morning, I went over to Ray Ray's work, let her know she was out of gas. And, after yesterday and the day before, yeah, I mean, Miranda's been talking shit about me nonstop since I left. So those girls are obviously going to be fucking treating me shitty. And that needed to be addressed. She's like, oh no, well, they're going over to Miranda's. I'm like, yeah. And when they come back, I'm going to have to deal with them. No, you don't. Yes, I do. If I live in the same environment as them, I do have to deal with it. Same as you. Oh no, I'll take care of everything. No, you won't. When they're being disrespectful to you, you say something, don't you? But when they're disrespectful to me, you want me to be quiet. When Miranda is coming over and being disrespectful, you want me to be quiet. No, that's not going to fucking happen. It's not. Like, literally, I sat there and listened to Miranda. When I was supposed to be taking Ray Ray to the clinic, I listened to Miranda talk for a full hour. Talking shit about me, talking shit about Amy, talking shit about the kids. And really, since I was there and the kids weren't, she wasn't talking the normal shit that she would have. She was just, if he won't take you, if he won't take you. Bitch, you know that we were literally about to leave. You literally heard our conversation. You literally heard me ask Ray Ray if she was ready to go. So when I'm talking to Ray Ray about it yesterday, she's like, oh, well, it's because you were dragging your feet. No, I wasn't dragging my feet. You were. And as far as Miranda goes, you want me to keep my mouth shut. She can talk, and I can't. Meanwhile, the whole time I've been here, I get to listen to Ray Ray nonstop talk about her problems, but I'm not allowed to talk about mine or I get fucking snapped at. The closest person I have to talk to about my problems is Miranda as well. Why? Because Miranda is an addict who wants attention. Attention for attention's sake. I don't want attention for attention's sake. I never wanted any of this attention. I wanted to go to Virginia and see my friend like she asked me to. Let her know that she was loved so that she didn't fucking kill herself. So instead of Ray Ray keeping her word, now she's like, you need to do this, and you need to do this, and you need to do this. And then she's complaining that everybody keeps telling her what to do, and she doesn't fucking like it. She doesn't. She doesn't like being told what to do. Meanwhile, she keeps changing the rules depending on how fucking drunk she is. You cannot fucking raise kids like that. Those kids are hellions. Well, I tell them, no, you cannot keep drinking all of the soda pop and all of the fucking bullshit. No, we're not going to get soda pop anymore. You will drink it all in 10 fucking minutes. If there are 4 soda pops in there, there's 4 people in the house. That's a soda pop each. Not 3 soda pops for the oldest one and 1 soda pop for the youngest one who's going to fight with the oldest one about the fucking last soda pop. She is too drunk to do any parenting. And the neighbor lady is too drunk and too much of a busybody to do any actual good. But because she brown noses Ray Ray, it's okay. I'm like, Ray Ray, she's been talking shit about you the whole time. She's like, well, you pissed Miranda off. I'm like, you know what? I don't care if I pissed Miranda off. We were about to leave, and she came over and talked for an hour, talking shit about everybody. Yes, we know it could kill Ray Ray. We have already taken care of the things that you're saying. You are saying those things, Miranda, because you are eavesdropping on our conversation. As far as the girls having a urinary tract infection, I asked Danny yesterday. She said, no, I feel fine. I don't need to go to the hospital. Just the day before, I was having to try to figure out how to get her to the hospital and get Ray Ray to the clinic and take care of both birds with one stone. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. So this morning, Ray Ray starts in on her drunken bullshit because she is already drunk. And yes, she's at work. She was drunk by 4 o'clock this morning. All right, she woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. She was drunk by the time she went to work. So I go into work to see her and to let her know that we really need to deal with this situation. I'm not going to deal with the kids coming home and treating me like shit every time they come over from Miranda's. I'm not going to deal with them throwing things at me and throwing things at each other and hitting me and hitting her and hitting each other. I'm not going to. An adult would stop that, but I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to speak. I'm not allowed to have an opinion. I'm not allowed to state facts. Basically, I'm Ray Ray's taxi so that she doesn't get in trouble when she gets pulled over drunk driving. I'm the house cleaner. I'm the Mr. Fix-It. I'm not just cleaning up after the kids. I'm also cleaning up after Ray Ray. I mean, her peeing the bed 4 times. That took quite a bit to clean up. It wasn't just the bed, it was the blankets and the clothes. Meanwhile, I don't get any sleep. When I do, I finally get to sleep at about 5 in the morning, and the kids have me up by probably 8:30 or so. That was before school started. With school starting, I had to take them to school, which I was fine with. Well, because Ray Ray treated me like shit because she was drunk. Miranda is now going to take over all that stuff. Ray Ray just wants me to be at the house so that she has somebody to boss around. That's not okay. I mean, I literally jumped through all of the fucking hoops that she asked me to. After she spent literally 8 hours a day for 7 days straight watching that Norman Bates thing, she wants to bitch at me because I spent 2 days playing video games. Where have I heard that before? Oh, yeah, from Amanda Ingeline. The thing is, there are people who I got rid of who were out of my life for a reason. I'm going to give you the list here of the people who I ditched in Virginia. Jerry Sparks, out of my life for a reason. Jenny Sparks, or Jenny Frericks, out of my life for a reason. Tyler Frericks, out of my life for a reason. My father, out of my life for a reason. Natalie Bollinger, out of my life for a reason. Alicia Bollinger, out of my life for a reason. Candace Bondurant, out of my life for a reason. Oh, yeah, Lana Ingeline, out of my life for a reason. Amanda Ingeline, out of my life for a reason. When I hurt my back, I needed help. I needed an actual friend. I didn't need pretty words on Facebook. Since I hurt my back, my friends have been Facebook friends. We make an agreement. I fulfill my end of the agreement, and I get treated like shit because I speak up and say, hey, you didn't fulfill your end of the bargain. I jumped through all of your hoops and you didn't keep your word. When I was in Cheyenne, going over to see Ray Ray was a pain in the ass. She was going to help me, but she didn't. I'd get over there and I'd listen to her complain about her husband. Pretty much nonstop. All I ever get to say about Natalie is, you know what? I need somebody to actually listen to what's going on. And you know what? She said that she would. When she got drunk yesterday and fucking pulled her bullshit. Sorry, day before yesterday and pulled her bullshit. She was telling me that she was going to listen to me. And I started speaking, and she did the same exact thing as everybody else. You need this, and you need that. And I start explaining to her why that doesn't work, that I've already been through it. But she's drunk. She's literally wanting to throw a solution in for everything that I'm halfway through saying. A solution that doesn't work, and she would know that if she would stop and listen. Now, I've told her on multiple occasions that I need to get my court stuff done. That's what I need, a safe place to work on this shit. This vehicle is not a safe place. You see where I'm parked? I can get harassed by the cops at any point in time for being here. The blinkers don't fucking work. I can't fix that shit. I need a part for it. I literally drove from Washington State to here with no fucking brake lights. Why did I do that? Because an alcoholic said that she needed my help with these kids. The kids are more important. They really are. Ray Ray has been my friend for a lot of years. But she's not the same person I grew up with. She's barely functional. Now, thank goodness she spent all them years working at Sierra Trading Post because she can do the cashier job like it's nothing. And she was drunk the whole time she was at the Sierra Trading Post, too. I mean, literally, the amount of shit that I went through. We're gonna help each other out, huh? No, it's been me helping you, Ray Ray. That's it. Just me helping you since I got here. Just me helping you since I left Washington State, matter of fact. And she sent me $200 so that I would have enough gas and shit to get down there to Rawlins, and I just barely made it. But people are a lot easier to throw away when you have somebody else. When you have a support network, it's easy to throw away a few. I don't have a support network, I have bullshitters. The thing is, I'm there to do as Rayanna says, and then when I do as she says, I did something wrong. Fuck it. That's what it's like dealing with alcoholics. Shannon Alvarado was the same way towards Rick. When I was at Shannon's, for the most part, I kept my mouth shut so that I wouldn't get treated like Rick. But just like at my dad's, if I'm going to be attacked, I'm going to defend myself. The difference is, I'm not going to get fucking physically violent with people. When Ray Ray asks for help, I help her how she asks, because she knows her situation better than I do. When Peaches asks for help, I help her how she asks, because she knows her situation better than I do. When I ask for help, I get treated like shit, told that's not the help I need, or I need to do this, or I need to do that. If I do what Ray Ray wants, then Peaches is going to be unhappy with me. If I do what Peaches wants, Ray Ray is going to be unhappy with me. Meanwhile, I need both of their help. The problem is, neither one of them at any point in time tried to help how I needed. I needed people there in person. When they realized it was going to be actual work, well, then they fucking ditched me. When they asked for my help, I knew it was going to be actual work, and I did the actual work. And then I get treated like shit because I don't have kids. You don't know because you're not a parent. Bitch, I raised more kids than most of you. They got their bad habits from their parents. I'm tired of getting treated like an animal. I'm tired of people saying, oh, Sean, if you help me, I'll help you. And then I get there and I don't get any help. I get treated like shit for being there. And then I get treated like I should be happy because I have a roof over my head and food in my belly. No, I'm being abused every fucking day. And over there, I'm abused every fucking day too by the kids and by Ray Ray. She's going to get them kids taken away. They're going to go to the state. But you know what? Maybe they'll go to a good foster home. The kids hate Ray Ray. They hate me. They didn't, not till Miranda showed up. I get that Miranda's lonely. I get that she's a recovering addict. I get that she spends her days alone because her husband's at work. She doesn't work. I'm tired of people treating me like shit. I really am. I'm tired of people not helping the way they said they would and then throwing it in my face that they provided me with food. I didn't travel all the way here for food. I got a food stamp card. Finally. I'm not going to stop speaking out. I'm not going to sit there, be subservient, and be your bitch. I'm not there to take a beating. I'm not there to be everyone's punching bag. I'm not there to be everyone's maid. I'm not there to be everyone's fucking taxi. We made a deal. I fulfilled my end of the bargain, but Ray Ray didn't keep hers. And those girls are going to get into a lot of fucking trouble. The youngest one got into trouble at school her first day for what? For bullying. And immediately after school, when I took those girls to the park, what did they want to do? They wanted to go bully some little boys half their size. And then last night, get this. The girls are claiming that they never get to eat, right? They have to eat actual food, not just junk food. So they're pissed off at me. I'm going to make a video about that real quick.